9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
Joy Seekers are live.
And welcome all. Yes. And
Hello.
the three amigos are here. So just really quick explain. Kev's still on duties of looking after his new granddaughter, I believe. And Marcus is somewhere between here and here in a car on some interstate in America somewhere.
He's in Oregon.
Oregon.
That's no excuse, is it?
So he may join us. He was here for a little while. He sort of showed his face and then he sort of like got a bad signal and disappeared. So anyway, on that note, welcome everybody, and let's have a look in here. We'll say hello to Ray and to Russell and to John, Recovery Drone, Brian, Cove Action. Oh, it's Chuck. Yep. Jerry, Jay. We Go Adventures. I'll think about that one. Sorry.
Steve, you really got to write that list.
So on these Drone Views Media.
That's what we use you for, Jackie, because you know everyone.
Yeah. Who's Drone Views Media then, Jackie?
Oh, I can't remember now.
You know Chuck anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So there is three. Well, we've got a special guest. So right, let's
Alan.
Alan. Oh yeah, Alan.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you. And Johnny
Johnny
Dronefly.
Dronefly.
Johnny, there you go. Hello, Steve, dude.
Yeah, Steve.
Dude, hey, dude.
Is that you, dude?
Hey, I'm a dude, yeah.
You're a dude.
Yeah, I'm a dude. Right. And quick flash. Don't forget to hit that like button. There we are. Right. Okie dokie. So let's bring our special guest on. If we can find him, guys. There he is.
Let's welcome this week's Drone Seekers live show special guest.
And welcome James Thackrah from James. Hi James, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. I think it looks lighter than it is here. It's darker, isn't it?
Lighter than here.
Oh no, I know it's a green
Whereabouts
screen.
are you, James?
I'm in West Yorkshire, just outside Wakefield, just south of Leeds.
Cool.
So for anyone with our American friends, that's sort of
In the north.
on the map. It's sort of like going up.
London.
Find the A1 and carry on going up, and you'll
Keep
see
going.
Wakefield just off there. That's it. Yeah, that's it. The A1, the road that goes on forever. And hi, Billy. That was Billy last week.
How is Billy? Hiya, Billy.
Oh, a quick hello to Peter. Peter.
Oh,
how you
yeah.
doing?
Peter.
Anyone else right?
Like,
Oh.
Chuck's quick, isn't he? Look. Channel linky. Well, we haven't got Marcus here, so he always does the links.
There we are.
James,
Here he is. Look.
Hey, talking to devil.
Marcus, we need you.
Marcus, you've got a job. We need a link for
Yeah, we got a
James.
job. Can you find a link for us? Can you find a link for
I'll tell you
us?
see what it is now.
He's not going to do it, is he? Actually, I should have a link somewhere, but we'll put a link up for James' website. Now, James obviously flies drones. So, what sort of drones have you actually flying in these days, James?
I started off about 3.5 years ago with a Mavic Air, which was bought as a present to myself because my girlfriend left me. But
I
I
remember that
wanted photography before that, and I thought a drone would be. There's a bit of a story behind it with the crop circles thing, but Mavic. It started off Mavic Air, Mavic 2 Pro, which I've still got, Mavic Mini 2, which I've still got the Mavic Mini 2, and I've got an FP. The latest one's the FPV, DJI FPV. So I've currently got
FPV, mate.
Mavic Mini 2 and FPV. Yeah, so I've got the 3.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm the Mini 2 is a great. I know Marcus loves the Mini 2. I mean, the Mini 2 is a great little drone. It's great.
If I'm being honest, it's probably my favourite drone.
Do you know the weird thing I was saying about this the other week? I was saying about when you get sort of, you're flying up, and well, when you get sort of a bit of a windy day, I get more alerts, like wind alerts, from my Mavic 2 Pro than I do my Mini 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
You see that on the Mini 2, just likes to push it. Are you all right, Marcus, up there? You all right? You keep smiling.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's I'm following along. It breaks up a little bit, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay though.
We can hear you. Can you see us? Can you
Yeah,
see us?
yeah, heck yeah.
You can. Oh right.
Can you
Okay.
Food.
Yeah. Let us know when you get to Dunkin' Donuts, won't you?
Yeah, stop getting us all a donut, will you? Yeah, cheers, mate.
McDonald's.
Can you see
Don't
the
let me eat no
comments,
donuts.
What do you think, James, of the FPV DJI?
Now I really, really like it. It's I flew it today. I don't fly it too often because obviously you need a spotter with it. So I'm a member of the BMFA, so we go down to a flying field. It's with my fiance's dad actually, and so I do a little bit of model aircraft flying. That's quite a recent thing, and it was quite windy today, so I took the FPV as a backup. But to begin with, it was I bought it because I felt I had to buy it because it was DJI and it was new. And,
it's great. Drone.
And as I was saying before the stream, I within a space of about 6 weeks, I was on my last and final care refresh unit. So I went to the Sims and spent some time learning how to fly in this in full manual because I've never the sport thing. If you're going to fly a drone like that, it needs to be flown in full acro mode. That's what it's for.
Had you flown FPV before then, James?
No,
before that? No, really? Wow.
That's like Terry.
That, to be honest,
I can fly it with a certain degree of competency now, to the point where it's fun. I don't take stupid risks with it.
No.
I can do some okay stuff on not at a point yet where I want to put it on my channel, but for just having a good time in it, I love it. It's really good fun.
Yeah, it is a great little drone. But I was saying, Chuck was saying he's got a similar sort of setup. In fact, Chuck is exactly the same as my Mini 2, Mavic 2 Pro, and FPV. It's exactly the same as mine.
But I think, as we were saying earlier, I quite like that FPV drone for its versatility. And unlike you, James, I can't fly it acro, and I never will fly it acro.
I am going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go. No. I'm just building up to it.
But it's all about the Sims. It's all about the Sims. Once you can fly it in the Sims,
yes.
I'm not talking about the DJI Sim. I found that so unworkable.
I couldn't get on with that at all.
Good third-party Sims out there for PC, and I use something called Liftoff. I think it's called. Liftoff.
We'll check that one out.
It's fantastic. It's really, really good. They've got a drone in there that's based on the DJI FPV. A friend of mine, I'm going to plug him if that's okay. Steel City drone pilot, really good guy called Paul, said, because we bought FPV at the same time, and he said, Sims, get on the Sims. And I was like, oh, really? But he was so right. Once you master the Sims and you break the ice and get out there, you think, oh, hang on, this is actually so close to how it is in the Sims.
I think that's what I need to do, because I mean, if there's anyone else that you can actually who's watching here can actually suggest any any simulators for the FPV drone. So James just mentioned one called Liftoff. I mean, one I've never heard of, but I have tried the DJI one, and I must admit, I thought if that's flying in manual mode, forget it.
Yeah.
I crashed it every single time.
Well, I did try the DJI one, and I just couldn't get into it at all.
When you had your Cinework, what did you do a sim for that as well?
Yeah, I can't remember what the sim was now, but I think
Did it help?
I can't remember, Jackie. But I did do a lot of work with that.
Yeah, I remember.
So, but I know what you're saying. I know what everyone's saying, that the purpose of it is to do acro and all the rest of it. I don't want to.
I do.
I know you don't. I've got no qualms about people wanting to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah,
but, I do enjoy it. We were out on Thursday, had a fabulous time with it. Really, really. Yeah.
Check Terry's new video out. He released it today. We were out, and he caught I don't know what it was, a hawk.
Lesser kestrel.
Kestrel came and had a look at his FPV drone.
It was unbelievable, wasn't it? But they're good fun. And I'm going to take you up on this, James. I'm going to have a look at that lift off, and I shall work on it over the next 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Due to other things.
Lift off FPV sim. There'll be a link there somewhere for it.
Yeah.
I'll find the FPV in sport and get the heli type footage I did for some.
I think that's right, Chuck. Exactly that.
Yeah.
In sport, it's good.
It is great.
Did you get all the angles in it? It goes,
Jackie flies around like she does. Anyway, James, just quick hello to Steve there. Hi, Steve. James does a lot of quite an interest of mine. Crop circles. Now, for our American friends, I'm sure you all know what crop circles are. I don't need to explain what crops are. They're mysterious patterns in the field that happen overnight. And it could be a spaceship.
Got to check out James's channel.
But anyway, let's have a look at one of them. I think this is the latest one. I'm sure James.
No, the latest one.
This is the West Meon, is it, James?
That's it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Check this one out.
That's
There
so cool.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent.
I am subscribed to you, James. I just hadn't hit the bell.
All right.
I missed that one.
So
I'll hit the bell now.
James's channel, James's channel is actually called. So what's it called? That's it. Landscapes and Dronescapes. That's it. So check it out. I think Chuck's already subbed you there. So that's one more fan you got there. was it Steve said what? They made with ropes. It's not. No, they're not. It's a big rubber stamp.
Aliens do it.
Come on, don't
so many opinions on this subject.
James knows. He's with me. They're made by aliens.
a 42-year debate now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd love to see one. Not an alien. I mean, a natural crocodile.
Have you seen the film Close Encounters of the Third Kind? That's proof.
No. I've seen E.T. That's a good film. I almost cry at the end of that.
Maybe E.T. rode around with his bike and made a yeah, that's how
You should have Galaxy Quest.
rubber stamp. See? Someone believes me anyway. Okay. So just remind me, James, where is actually West Meon? I guess it's in Yorkshire somewhere, is it?
No, it's not. No, so it's. I have the benefit of having family down south. So West Meon's down in Hampshire.
I
was down on a family visit last week and had a couple of hours and popped
That's
out
just up from the Devil's Punch Bowl. I used to live in Chandler's Ford.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I used to work there, and we used to get a lot round the Devil's Punch Bowl.
Yeah, Chiefsfoot Head. That was where it kind of started back in about 1980.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So two guys, Doug and Dave, it is today what you see today. It's evolved as people or aliens, whatever you want to say, have got more talented.
It's amazing, isn't it?
But,
absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah. Gary's in the house. Gary, you've just missed an excellent
Gary.
video.
We'll ask Gary. Gary,
yeah,
how do you think?
Or aliens?
How do you think crop circles are made? Aliens or rope? Steve's crying now because he don't think I believe rope. How can you go with rope? Come on, Steve. I think the aliens things are better off. I think mine's a better idea.
Look, if I went in a field with a rope, I couldn't make that. It has to be aliens.
I mean, but how would you do it? Rope.
Rope and board.
Gary's thinking I'm going to go now. I don't know the answer to this one. I want to know Gary's idea.
I'm kind of in the middle. I just think it's aliens with rope and boards. Both worlds.
Nah, they've got the technology. Aliens.
Yeah.
Oh.
Usually the illegal type. Illegal aliens. There's a song about that. Hello.
Oh, Marcus.
Bye, Marcus. Speed a bit.
He's very quiet tonight.
Yeah.
He will be. He's thinking about his Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. See, look. See, it's got to be green, little green men.
Yep. See? The aliens are sending us messages.
Yeah. There you go. See.
What does it mean?
Anyone else said?
Well, we've had a lot of drone activity in Spain this week, haven't we? With the weather, but there's been a 6-foot blue shark off the coast of
off Benidorm.
Off of Benidorm, and then it came down towards Orihuela. Yeah, and they took police drones up to film it, which is quite good. So
did when they showed it, did it go doo-doo?
They actually put that soundtrack on, I think. I don't know, you'd say that in Spanish.
I don't know. What's Spanish for doo-doo?
Yeah.
Where's Marcus Crawford? Right, Marcus is in a car.
On the way back from Oregon.
He's gone out to get Dunkin' Donuts for everyone.
I think he's gone to phone up. I was lost still.
Kim's channel, by the way, James.
Oh, yeah, you've got to check
Lots
that
of
out.
history. You want to check his channel out because
Yeah.
it's full of. Well, I mean, to be honest, with you, lots of these people on here got some good channels, and I tuned in on Facebook. Who else? Is that Marcus?
I don't know. I've got
Mine is
to
Marcus.
find it in a minute. I'll just
Hello,
check.
hello, people on Facebook. I don't know who that is.
No, Kim does some fabulous videos.
Yeah, look, you're going to need a bigger boat.
Oh, yes, Marcus.
Marcus.
Yeah, he goes, I tuned in on Facebook.
Yeah, Marcus tuned in.
Yeah.
Tuned in. Well, so Marcus is here in spirit. Trust me. He's too busy making crop circles.
Johnny said you're slacking, Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus is slacking.
Oh, at least he's tried to join us. I mean, he's
I know. It's
He
bad.
does.
Yeah. It's good.
Has anyone heard the news about Autel? Apparently, the Autel, the CEO of Autel has stepped down.
Yeah.
He's going to make boats instead to catch sharks.
Why is he stood down?
I don't. Do you know? Did anyone know? I don't know.
It was a couple of days ago. I think it was. Did I read about it on Thursday, maybe, or Friday?
Yeah, I read it somewhere, but I don't know why.
And I think it was something to do with a disagreement with regards to another employee, and there was just, I think it was just some general, just nasty stuff going on, and he just wasn't happy with it and decided to walk away. I think the impact somewhere about it on, I think it was on ARDU, Association of Responsible Drone Users. I think there was an article on there.
Oh, Steve Tarmill's channel, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, pretty sure it was on there, but it could have been somewhere else.
Steve's very busy. If you finishing off his camper van number 2, should I say?
Yeah, get Steve to build you one.
Got a build going on.
Now we're going to Alicante this week to check one out.
Cool.
You are?
Yeah, I'm looking towards getting a VW California.
What is that, like a transporter, is it, or bigger than that?
No, it's like a VW. You know the old split screen.
Well, the one with the sliding door on the side, or
they're not big. They're not big, but
what all the surfers use.
That's right. I'm gonna
on the top.
I'm gonna have a ponytail and things. Now, what I want to do is to carry on exploring Spain, which I used to do with my caravan and stuff, but other things have happened which you know about, and I can't do anything yet until that's sorted. And once that's sorted, then I can carry on doing what I want to do.
Yeah, Gary said he stepped down because the owner's son was overriding his authority.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sounds like some pretty sort of mean stuff going on there, but I'm sure they'll sort it out. But I'm sure it's not going to affect. Well, I hope it's not going to affect the manufacturer because they make a damn good drone. I must admit, I got one. I know Gary very keen. I know Ross in Australia flies his, and they are a good drone. Similar to that, no two arguments about that. Very good drone. But anyway, right, so what we got here? I'm not missing it. Hi, Alan, Ray, yep, right, okay. Okay. So, Terry's been out flying. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to try and make this happen, but whether I'll succeed or not is a different story. Terry's been out flying his FPV, and may have seen. I'm trying to look for Terry's channel. Where are you, Terry? You're here somewhere.
I'm there. I am there.
I've found him. Well, Terry's been out flying his FPV, and anyone might have seen that he come across a rather a drone-loving animal. I'm going to get to the beginning of this. Right, hang on. Right.
Yeah, you got it.
This is it. This is either going to work or go very bad. So I'm going to share my screen, or not. What's going on here? Right, I think that's it. Look, us. Look, hello, us. Right.
Oh, I can't see it.
Let's try this. I'll make it any bigger.
Look at that. Cool, eh?
He's hiding.
He'll come back.
Put it out there.
Oh, Ray's ordered a pizza.
I just think he wanted you to follow him, Terry. I thought he was damn doing his dress.
No, as soon as I saw him, I kept quite still. I thought, no.
No, he's going, Terry, come this way.
Help me.
Perhaps you want to earn a soul's rescue.
Whee!
Terry puts the brakes on.
Yeah.
Well,
Terry doesn't stop.
there. I thought,
I'm sure I heard that go past. Follow me, follow me.
Then he decided to
Don't
come
use me as
straight
eggs. I need to visit the bathroom or sort out my screen. Yeah, Brian said potential mate.
yeah, well, that's what I was hoping not. But he did. Didn't he move fast though, Jackie?
Yeah, I did. I grabbed a bit of it on my GoPro, but it was wide angle. It's just a dot in the sky. I didn't bother with it.
There you go. Right, so we
Excellent.
get rid of that.
Everyone's had at least one bird incident, though, haven't they?
Well,
Sometimes
a
like,
bad incident. It wasn't bad at all, James, because as soon as we was there, and we both said we've got birds, we both stopped still and let them do their thing, and it was fine. I dropped altitude, came away from the area, and then went down to do some very low level stuff in the valley. No, it was.
and
it
then
was
they
fine.
weren't bothered, were they? It was only
No,
when
they
we
didn't
went
bother us
high
at
at
all
the start
after that.
that they.
Yeah, I got caught at, it was about, I think I'd had the Mavic 2, it must be a good couple of years ago now, and I'd had the 2 Pro about 2 weeks. I think it was the second time I'd taken it up, and I was flying it off a lighthouse off the coast up in Northumberland, and lovely clear day, and had line of sight. The lighthouse was quite far off, but it was lovely and scenic, you know, red and white and very old school lighthousey type thing. And I've got it in point of interest, and it's just kind of panning around this lighthouse. Everything's great, and out of nowhere, this huge flock of birds just appeared, seagulls, and just couldn't do it. It just like froze. The drones, like hands came off the controller. Drones just panning round, and the street full of birds just praying because it's just going straight in the drink.
Because the public,
I've taken it out of its sort of autopilot and gone to kind of move away, and I just see them all flying back at the drone again. I'm like, oh no! And they just avoided the drone, just flew at the drone, and I literally had it about 2 weeks, and somehow got it back to land safely. And
wow.
I think I did put it on. YouTube actually. It's there
I
somewhere.
can look that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's on the tab somewhere.
Seagulls are definitely the worst, aren't they? You know, I think that that one there, the Kestrel, it was just, wow, I don't know, perhaps it did want a mate.
Well, Kim thinks it was showing you its territorial manoeuvres, if to say, right, you either fly like me or you get out of the sky.
I think you're right, Kim, and that's why when I backed off, he went. He just left us alone. So I think you're definitely right, Kim. Without a doubt.
Increased altitude. Seagulls are a-holes and birds, flying rats.
Well, and they like chips as well. Christ, don't eat chips with seagulls around.
Have you ever been to the seaside and actually thrown a chip up in the air and watched a seagull catch it? Most coastal resorts, I know down in our local coast, which is Felixstowe, they just say, look, do not feed the gulls. Do not feed them, but people are still there. Yeah, have a chip. Have a chip. Right, Gary. See you later, mate. Oh, yeah. Right, tonight is funny before I go. I'm more than I'm on the same. She's living.
I think it's time you took over, Gary.
Exactly the same. So,
it's definitely time he took over, isn't it?
I just think Gary also is actually just do an audio of a joke. Gary's joke of the week. What do you reckon, Gary? Check it out.
I think so.
I've just got a message from Kev. He says, "Sorry, all, I'm unable to make it back home in time for the show."
I've got it on my watch. Yeah.
That's right, Kev. You can add your bit in on the catch up. We can do that, you know. Gary says,
no, Gary, you can help me out.
All right, okay. We'll settle for that anyway, Gary. Catch you next week, mate. You take care. And anyway, well, James has come and joined us, so I'm going to show some more. So anyway, anyone who hasn't checked it out yet, just check out Landscapes and Dronescapes on YouTube. Lots of interesting videos on there. So thumbs up, etc., etc. Subscribe. Ring the doorbell. Right. What's he saying? Sorry. This matter was running around the house. Well, that Kestrel got in your buried. Kestrel's got in your front room.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Let's watch another video now. This one is I actually watched quite a few of your videos, James, and sort of picked out the ones I thought was nice. So this one is Avery, which is in Wiltshire.
Wiltshire, yeah.
See, my geography's getting better all the time. There you go. So check this out.
Know it well.
There you go, small crop circle.
It's a bit of a shame, that one, because it was I'd gone down when I used to live down south. They were obviously about an hour away, so I could kind of hop down and get a video pretty much whenever I wanted. But since I moved, I have to go down and film 4 or 5 in one go to make the trip sort of worthwhile. And obviously, I'm second hand to the information because there's other people that fly drones over crop circles that get there before me. So that particular morning, it was about 7 a.m. I think. It was like the first one of the day, and it was incredibly misty. So I don't get the choice as to whether I go for sunset or sunrise. So get an amazing sunrise or get a fantastic sunset. So lovely formation, and really nice location for it as well, because Avebury's, if you're into your sort of history and stuff, which I am a little bit, because there's some other Neolithic videos on there of stuff I've done. It's the perfect setting for both of them. So
you could always move house, go back down south.
No, James is not moving anymore.
That was a categoric no, Jackie.
So, Kim was saying actually, James, I don't know if you can see the actual the comments we get on here, but
I can't know. They keep popping up. Sorry, yeah.
Love the real and James. I mean, I can put them up here, but obviously I tend not to put them on by the video because it makes the video sort of go up and down. And Stevie Spears did a comment, and when I watched it back, he's right, because what happens is this all the time, and when you're watching the video, it's not popping up and it's jumping about. It's irritating. So what else we got here? We got some. So yeah. So basically, yeah. Actually, you say about the mist, actually, James.
Yeah,
actually,
I
I
thought
thought
it
as
was
well.
pretty
The mist
cool.
actually added a bit of eeriness to it. I thought
Yeah.
personally.
I've got a Facebook page as well, which Landscapes and Dronescapes, which has got, I don't tend to update it too much these days, but I can't remember whether it was definitely last year, but there was some, because I do quite a bit with the photos as well. So there's the videos, the drone videos, but there's also the drone photos as well.
Yeah.
And I think I put some on. I've also got a Facebook page called UK Crop Circles, which you get confused if you search for crop circles on Facebook, but UK Crop Circles. And last July last year, I turned up at a crop circle, and it was on a hill, and there was some really low cloud, and it just made for the most amazing photos.
Yeah,
The video was okay, but like when you get something into Lightroom that you can kind of expose your stack, and because I'm into all of that sort of stuff, and put some presets on and really play about with the mood and stuff. The photos, like I find it very difficult to come away happy with a video or a set of photos, but this particular one at Hackpen Hill was just was like from another world. It was just absolutely incredible.
So I take it when you're doing your videos. I mean, I am the world's worst. I mean, anyone will tell you that. I set everything on automatic and just whatever comes out of it comes out of it. I mean, I know a lot of people watching here are very into their photography in a big way. And I was, but not to that extent. And obviously drone a lot of people using a drone for videos and photographs is just an extension of their camera, where they can't get the camera up in the sky. So when Jackie used 360 cameras, gets all sorts of weird, wonderful sort of images and whatever. Where I was probably drone up there just like fly, okay, and just chop bits out of it.
My Facebook page got some sunsets and sunrises on there from some local places that I've taken with the Mavic 2, which I'll quite happily sit in Photoshop or Lightroom for an hour or two. And if there's a preference, I probably prefer the photography side of things more than the video. Yeah. It's quite hard to get out now. I've obviously got a little one and stuff. It's quite hard to get out for a few hours and go and make a video, but photography is a bit easier to do. So you don't quite need such a special place to go to take a few photos.
Kim was asking, Kim and Chal both asking what was the source of your music. They thought they quite like that.
Yeah, so I get most of the last video, the Avebury one, was from a YouTube channel called Here We Go, I think it's called. Here We Go, one word.
Okay.
And they have different artists on there. They promote basically copyright free, provided you credit the artist, which I always do in the comments.
Yeah, that's
that was Here We Go on YouTube. Search them. They've got stuff on there, and there's always links to Bandcamp accounts, and you can basically you pay $1 for a track, and it's good to go. So I get most of my stuff now from there, but there's some other artists I use. If you search Bandcamp and you know what you're looking for, what type of music you want, you can generally find something and pay as good a price as you'll find online.
I mean, I think there's quite a few of these channels, isn't there, where you can actually pay, whether it be an annual subscription, monthly subscription, or as you say, pay.
I've never got into that. I pay for what I use, basically.
I started looking at these, but the problem is, I actually found one, and I thought, well, it gives you some that you have to pay for, and some that were free. So I thought, well, I used one that was free, and when it went to YouTube, they copyrighted.
Copyright
strike. I thought, hang on, what's going on here? I'm doing this, but I'm thinking whatever.
The Here We Go, though, they have a bit in the comment section for each track, and you just copy and paste it.
You use Bandcamp. So Bandcamp seems like quite a good one. I'm going to have to check something out.
Aurora's a good artist on Bandcamp. Yeah, it's just really stuff. So
I really am going to either start creating some of my own, or it'd be a lot easier to just use someone else's, I think. But while I think about it, actually, I mentioned say this earlier on, but we've got a birthday that I want to mention because it's I'll tell you what. Let's watch this. Oh, Sally, happy birthday.
Little blushes now.
She'll go, what did you do that for? What did you do that for?
Oh, she's our number one fan.
21 begins today, Sally. 21 again.
Yeah,
oh, she's watching. Well, she better be watching.
Whenever we get a new member joins Drone Seekers, she's always the first.
She is. Yep.
Welcome them aboard.
She is. Indeed. Yep. Number one fan. She is. Number one fan. Right. How are we doing for time? We're going on for anyway.
Oh, it's time for Terry's.
Yeah, should we do that first? Yeah. Well. See, Terry thought because obviously he likes to just let me forget. But I don't forget. No, Jackie reminds me. Right. So. Yeah. It's that time again, Terry.
It is.
All I've got to do is find your music. It's gone. I keep moving about. Here we go.
And now it's time for Terry's Joke of the Week.
Are you ready?
Aye.
Now, we're talking about archaeological sites, and we're talking about old things and everything. And obviously, archaeology is all round us, and it's surprising what's found by archaeologists and what we can put down to the things that they find. Now, after having dug to a depth of 10 feet last year, Canadian scientists found traces of copper. copper wire, which was dating back 200 years. They came to the conclusion that their ancestors already had a telephone network more than 150 years ago. Not to be outdone by their neighbours, in the weeks that followed in America, archaeologists dug to a depth of 20 feet. And shortly after, a story published in the New York Times stated, American archaeologists find traces of a 250-year-old copper wire, have concluded that their ancestors already had an advanced high-tech communication network 50 years earlier than the Canadians. 1 week later, the British authorities reported the following. After digging so deep as 30 foot in the North Yorkshire, Jack Arkwright, a self-taught archaeologist, reported he'd found absolutely fuck all. Therefore, Jack concluded that 250 years ago, Britain had already gone wireless. Bloody proud to be British.
Terry's joke of the week.
Very good.
There you go. We have to do it only on the Drone Seeker show. We only have to
I did like that one.
Oh, dear. Anyway, right, so moving on. I should play that again, actually, so I know. What we got? Many comments. There's no comments here. Right, Steve's got to go. Bye, Steve. See you later.
Yeah. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Drone Video Media. I don't have my Speedos on, Kim.
Oh, yeah, in the pool. Yeah. Nice one, Terry. Laugh out loud. Was it got to go now, everybody? Thank you, Billy. Don't forget,
Really?
I'll be up in Newcastle soon, so I hope to catch up with you then.
We are, Billy.
Right, so we've got another video to show now, and this one, James, is the Old Whittington. Old Whittington? Is that right?
Old Whittington, yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, definitely an alien spaceship. Definitely, without a doubt.
That's the landing pattern.
Yeah,
Elon Musk's landing platform.
Yeah.
That was a weird one, that one, because it was not a million miles. There's been a small handful of them in the north this last couple of years, which has been unusual. There haven't been any up here for about 17 or 18 years. So
the comments over and Chuck said it was a cool reveal.
Found, I think through a Reddit post, I think somebody'd seen it and said, "You've got a drone." So I went and took a look, got the drone up, and had to move about to find the right field, and there it was.
Found it.
But it was online somewhere before. I don't know how long it'd been there for, basically, but.
Now we know alien ships have 5 wheels. They're not wheels, they're feet. What are they wheels for? They come straight down, they don't need wheels, do they? Have you ever seen that film? What was that film there? Not Close Encounters of the Third. Yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. They come straight down, they're wheels, do they?
Science is a good one to watch.
Oh, yeah, it's an excellent film, that, isn't it? I like that one.
Which one? Which film?
Science.
Mel Gibson, I think it's got it. Yeah, it has,
oh, yes.
Contaminated!
I like Galaxy Quest.
So don't forget to check out James's channel, Landscapes and Dronescapes. Don't forget to thumbs up, ding the bell, subscribe, everything, the whole 9 yards.
And likewise, drop me a link in the comments with your channels. I'll happily step back. Always do.
Yeah. Indeed. That's what it's all about. That's what we do.
It's only a small chat. Like I said, I think I've got 550 subs. So it's
20 more than me.
Do you know how many actually got on Drone Seekers? 263. And do we care? Because they're all 263 and they're all quality.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Quality.
Yeah, I got 63.
To be honest with you, I mean, this is the way I think it should. I mean, okay, I know I watching the channel the other day. The video alone had like 2 million views. I thought, 2 million views. But hey, you know, if it's something that appeals to the masses, I mean, James, I mean, your channel, I mean, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people like yourself. I mean, there are certain fascinations, and one of them has got to be crop circles. It just fascinates me.
It's a bit out there. And it was a complete mistake getting into it.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all. No.
Not the drone bit, the whole crop circles bit.
And to be honest with you, James, you obviously mastered the technique of like the reveal of the thing. You know, you had a bit of mystery to it, but you're filming.
I don't. Well. The drone does that itself.
Well, you say that, but you're the one flying it. Yeah, and there's a lot of comments on here. People saying that really smooth flying. Smooth flying. Great video, smooth flying. So hey, no, it's not all about what the drone does. I mean, yeah, because the drone, you know, captures all this video, but it only captures what you want it to capture.
It does. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I'll ask you another question. I mean, when you're editing your videos, James, I mean, if you're like me, I mean, I start off with probably about 40 minutes worth of video, and I end up with about 4 minutes worth, if I'm lucky, or even less, because I try and keep them short.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I often shoot a lot more video than I use.
Of course. Well, I think we all do, didn't we? I mean, Jackie, you do, didn't you?
Yeah, I easily shoot.
We had this conversation last week, and we were talking about, you know, when you actually start to film something.
And start to just chop it until I've just got the 4 best minutes.
That's it. Right. Because that's what you need as well. I mean, you know, when I first started filming with a drone, I thought, well, hang on, I've got 2 hours worth of video here. I've got to at least make this a 15-minute video. Big mistake. Yeah. No one is going to sit and watch a 15 unless it features Mel Gibson or, you know. But they don't.
4 minutes. 4 minutes is enough, isn't it?
I think 3 or 4 minutes, yeah. And chap saying the same thing. You know, they're like, look, cutting room floor is covered, yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Unless, of course, you're doing a mini documentary, and then you can get away with 10 to 15 minutes.
I mean, I
massive project like Kim does.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's
It could
different.
be like
Yeah.
a BBC documentary, couldn't it?
That's
Or
right.
that.
Yeah, it's not all about the same thing. I mean, I'm sure if James was to make a 10-minute video of crop circle, people watch about the first 5 minutes of it, and that's it. So you might as well make your 2 or 3 minutes, and that's it. James has got the best bits of it, so that's it. And I was
Well,
just
that's
on
right.
it. You know, 3 hours flying results in 2.5 minutes for me. There you go.
Yeah.
It's worse than me. But that's it. I mean, the thing is making a video. But there we are. Right. Well, I think we've. What does it take me about? I'll take an hour a minute. Fair enough. Yeah. Perhaps I should remember that one. An hour per minute, right? So every hour I'll get minutes. Okay, yeah, I'll try that one. It might even work for me. 4 hours of flying, 4-minute video. Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect.
Anyway, James, thanks ever so much for dropping in today. And very short notice, I may add, but that's just what I do. I just see people's videos and think, come on the show, come on the show, come on the show your videos. That's me. Never planned nothing, me. But anyway, Kev couldn't make it tonight because he's driving back from somewhere, and Marcus is watching, or Marcus was watching,
but we lost him.
We've lost Marcus. Yeah. So Marcus, I'm sure, will be back with us
we'll
next
all
week.
be here next week.
We'll all be here next week. Yes, indeed. My trip to Scotland draws ever closer, so I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Brian. And Billy, hopefully. But anyway, well, thanks for joining us again, James, and keep making those crop circle videos because they're very good, and hopefully we'll catch up.
Over now, harvest. That's it for another year, so it'll be back to flying mountains and hills.
Just that very quickly, has anyone noticed how many sunflower fields are cropping up all over the place? Literally, I mean, I went to the windmill. There was sunflowers growing there, but apparently there's a field of sunflowers literally about 2 miles up the road. I might get the drone out and give it a time, but I'm not sure because it's open to the public, so I'm going to be a bit careful when I go over there. That's the trouble. But anyway, okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Whoever's left, they're all gone. Everyone's left, and we'll catch up with you all again soon. And until then, stay safe, fly safe, etc., etc. And
bye.
See you on the next one.
See you
on the next one. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it. Take care.
Yeah, James.
Bye bye.
James.
Joining us tonight on the Drone Seekers Sunday Show. It's good night from us until next time. Stay safe and fly safe.